I feel like being I feel like learning to be kind to yourself is such a hard thing to do, but it's also such a admirable skill to learn. You're taught at like a young age to be kind to one another and have patience for others, but I think they skip the part where that's supposed to include yourself. As a child, as a child, you don't really have a understanding of these things either. I feel like as a child, you learn kindness as a bit of a habit to start off with, and then start to understand it as you get older and grow within your childhood. Growing up Christian, I was kind of confused by the concept of love. I was taught to love thy neighbor, and I love my parents, and clearly they love me back. But I was also told to make sure you have the most love for Jesus and make him your idol and all these things, which is honestly such a weird concept to me. I'm no longer religious, and I am not slamming anyone for being religious. You believe what you want to believe in, but I'm just saying none of that kind of thing made sense to me. And I don't know, I struggled to love something that I couldn't see, feel, or connect with. And I think the idea is where a lot of us struggle with loving ourselves. We struggle to feel or connect with ourselves, and we tend to shut ourselves out or lock things in a vault to avoid feelings of shame, embarrassment, fear, all of these emotions when they're so raw and human. And I feel like we need to feel these feelings to be able to go over hurdles and grow to be a better person ourselves. And not just to the world, but to ourselves. I know for myself, for the longest time, I hated myself. I thought I was ugly, undeserving of love, unlovable, and I learned I adapted the not like other girls, especially as a teenager, because of hating yourself and putting others down as, that's the thing, right? It makes you feel better about yourself. But I'm very grateful to be in a position where I've been able to afford therapy, and my goodness, it's been wonderful. You never get a chance to, if you ever get the chance to go, just go even if you think you're fine, just go. It's such an eye-opening thing, and you learn so much, and not just about you, but the people around you. And I think that's where a lot of the joy of therapy comes from, is learning about the world. And obviously learning about yourself too. I'm going to talk about some things that helped me learn to love myself, and hopefully it helps you too. Being mean to yourself means that you're being mean to that little kid inside of you. One thing that really made me question my actions towards myself was when my therapist talked to me about how being mean and degrading yourself, you're not just doing that to your current self. You're also looking down at that kid inside of you. And that's kind of rough, You need to be nice to that little guy. You need to learn to be in touch with your inner child. Help with their needs. What are they missing? Love, attention, basic checkups, like how are you doing today? Are you okay? And I don't mean this as an excuse for you to go out and be like, I'm going to buy myself a PlayStation because that's what my inner child wanted. You're not looking for wants, you're looking for needs. If it's love that your inner child needs, next time you start to be rude or look down on yourself, I think you should start thinking about the inner child that's inside of you. What do they need in these moments that you're causing yourself to be rude to yourself? And, did they need words of affirmation? Did they need a safe place? Give yourself those things. If you're starting to talk down on yourself, stop. Literally, just stop in that moment and go, actually, no, that's not what I need right now. And start to give them be nice, words of affirmations. You're doing okay. It's okay that you didn't do this right. It's okay you made a mistake. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you're human, be a person. Give those things to them. Do they need to be told that they're loved and they're doing their best? Tell them that. Don't be seeking for someone else to do this for you either. This is an exercise that you need to do for yourself. It's called shadow work, and I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And there's a really good video on it that I will link below. But you need to look inside and feel the inner child inside of you. Say hello to them. Say that you love them. Give them a hug even. Literally give yourself a hug. And that sounds so silly. And I remember the first time my therapist told me to give myself a hug. And I was just like, what? Why? Why would I do that? And she's like, just do it. Find the inner child and give yourself a hug. And I did. And I just started crying. I was done. Rest of the session, I just cried. And I think that shows that it's so important that you need to be doing these things. You need to connect with yourself and not fight against yourself. You are human. Feel these emotions. Feel these. You're meant to feel anger. You're meant to feel sadness. You're meant to feel embarrassment. These are your emotions. Don't shut them out. Embrace them. And when I say embrace them, I don't mean when you get angry, go smash a fucking window. I mean, feel the fact that you are angry, acknowledge the fact you are angry, and figure out ways to calm yourself down. Learn to be kind to yourself. The more that you beat yourself up, the more you make a spiral. That spiral is going to keep going down and down and down and down. You need to learn to break that spiral and be kind to yourself. You are stuck with you for the rest of your life. Why not make the most of it? I understand what it's like to hate yourself so much that you wish you were someone else. You wish you could just jump into someone else's body and life will be better that way. But I think it's important to realize that it's not realistic, and you do have the power to change. You have the power to look at yourself differently and choose to be kind and celebrate your small wins. You went for a walk today? Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. You made your bed? Look at you go. You should be celebrating these small things. And I want to be clear, when I mean celebrate small wins, I mean give yourself words of affirmation and be proud of yourself. Be happy that you did that for yourself. Don't go out and buy shit. In this economy, we don't need to be going out and buying shit. I think another thing that helps in this category is learning to have a positive outlook on things. I don't mean the toxic positivity thing. I mean, as an example of my own life, I struggled to be around certain people, whether it's family, co-workers, whatever. And I always try and find a positive spin in it. Try and find a silver lining. As an example, when I don't want to be around these people or I'm struggling to be around these people, I always look inwards and I go, wow, I may not want to be around these people, but I'm so grateful for the people I do enjoy surrounding myself with. And I think that's the special part of it. Obviously, you're in a shit situation, but trying to find those little positive silver linings, I think, really helps with your outlook on things. Not feeling negative and not feeling shit all the time. I just think it's special being able to recognize the people that you currently have in your life and realizing that you enjoy spending time with these people. I think learning to shape your perspective is important, and learning to acknowledge the good and the bad feelings is a skill and an admirable one. Learn to build that bridge is good. Make sure you can acknowledge the both. In short, an exercise you can do for this is to find the silver linings. Embrace these shitty feelings. You are human after all. You need to learn to embrace it and not shut it out. Acknowledge what's shitty about these feelings and find the small positives in a situation. You are a baby plant. Surround yourself with sunlight and not pesticides. To grow a plant, there's some steps you need to take. First, you need to put dirt into some nursing trays, and then you put seed in. And then you look after it, give it sunshine, keep it warm, check up on it until it starts to sprout. From there, you transfer it to a bigger pot, and continue to love it. Give it nutrients, love, and warmth. Once it gets big enough for you to transfer it outside, where it has to learn to tackle the weather, bugs, birds, until it grows into this beautiful plant it was made to be. In translation, you are the plant and the caretaker. You need to learn to surround yourself with love, warmth, and nutrients, and patience. Give yourself a chance to grow. If you choose to neglect yourself or put yourself in a position where you expose yourself to pesticides, birds, bugs, etc., you won't grow, and you will kill the plant that is inside of you. View yourself as this growing plant. Don't look at the other plants around you. Comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on you and become the plant you're meant to grow. Tomato, lettuce, cucumbers, pineapples, whatever you want, and share your love and greatness with other people. I love love, and honestly, it's been a journey to love myself, and I'm so grateful that I've learned to love myself, and I hope you learn to love yourself, because being kind to yourself and growing as a person is probably one of the most attractive qualities that you could ever learn. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely day.